40 Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89. Today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Diamond No Ace Act 2, chapters 219 through chapter 222. And unlike real baseball, where they've gotten extremely woke, and because of that, they're kind of going broke, and having a date with the waifu hero Corona-chan, who fights the woke and stupid. This manga doesn't deal with any of that shit. And plus we got, fans in the stands. Yeah, Zeno knows. But anyway, last time I covered this manga, we're starting to get ready for the semifinals, and according to chapter 219, we only got 3 days left. So anyway, without further ado, let's get to chapter 219 first and see what's in store for us today. 3 days until the semifinals. Sharpen your fangs in preparation for the final. And chapter 219 is titled Repertoire. I see. I expected this year's Sosei to be quite tough, but even then Saito one-shotted them. Are they trying to hog the spotlight all to themselves this summer? Yes, one-shotted. The atmosphere in their dugout was one of unfazed confidence. And why shouldn't it be? Coach! Yeah, welcome! There's the line message from Salamura. Indeed, let's both do our best. Kosei, all by yourself here again, huh? Manaka-san, what brings you here? Me, Umi and the guys brought you something. Drink them when you feel like it. Oh, thank you so much. How's your condition? You'll be pitching in the Saito game, right? I'm in pretty good shape. Oh, God, this matchup is going to be amazing. The team did me a big favor allowing me to rest yesterday. I'm really grateful to them. With them, I have this feeling when I pitch that they'll score us some runs no matter what. They really look more and more like the residents of Planet Baseball or something. Well, I'm hoping there's no cheating on Planet Baseball, unlike certain teams. Looking at you, Astros! And Yankee. Yeah, Kitty knows! Besides, from our game against Yakushi, I know that my slide slider works just fine. So I'm going into this with full intention to pitch all the remaining games. Kosei, you really have changed. If I do, I'll be a hero, right? And boom, I'm on the first pages of all sports papers. Then, whoop, the number of my followers skyrockets. Oh my God. And it turns into a scramble for nabbing me, between pro teams, Like, only the heroes of the MCU... like, only the heroes of the MCU are popular enough to rival me. And I don't feel like losing even to them. Nope, no changes at all. Why? Why do you have to mention the MCU? Especially when Phase 4 is not looking good. I know you MCU fans are happy. But man, Phase 4 ain't looking good. I'm not gonna lie, I stopped watching Marvel movies a while ago. I think I just oh God, they just started boring me. Minus Enter the Spider-Verse, they started boring me. But anyway. So, about your new pitch, what is it? Well, I personally consider it a cutter, though it's kind of an improved slider. But, well, that's just who you are, I guess. Oh, what about the grip for it? It's not much different from the usual. July 24th. All right, I'm gonna do this. Watch me hit everything thrown at me. What's with that, Asao? So hyper first thing in the morning. Asao has been reborn. It's the hyper-metamorphosis of love. His passion got an upgrade to version 2.0. Love. Asao proved he's a true man, guys. Yeah, I forgot last chapter. He confessed. And you said yes. Huh? Wait, are you dragging your foot a little? Nori, you're not throwing today, right? No, and as tomorrow, I think I'll try throwing just a little in the bullpen. Got it. Wakana, I'll be at Jingu on the 26th. It's the most important game to your team, after all. Your Yay! Summer's family's coming. Your family say they'll all come too. Wish you luck. Amahisa-san again? Wrong. A childhood friend from my hometown. Says they'll come watch the game. A childhood friend? Oh, an old bosom buddy that you grew up with in a village deep in the mountains? What am I, a ninja? You've got some awfully distorted misconceptions about the countryside, you know. It's got to be Amahisa. He's the one Sanko is built around. Needless to say, I do expect certain results from our batting lineup, but scoring off of Amahisa's much less, something like 10 runs is clearly a too tall order. In other words, our cutoff line is 3 runs. If we give up more than 3, the game might as well be over. Sawamura may have been too stiff with nerves in our first game, but I pinned great hopes on him, and on that pitching he showed against Sanko in the spring tournament. The fighting spirit and energy he faces his opponents with, I also have high hopes for Sawamura. And plus, Sawamura is really excited for this game. He is. This is going to be a pitching duel for the ages. But still, I plan to have Kawakami on standby in the bullpen from the first, and depending on the game situation, also have Faraya get ready, which will and let's be real, having Faraya in the bullpen to get ready will motivate Sawamura as well. If we can't clear this hurdle, there won't be any final for us. So consider the 26th an all-out war with no holds barred. Yeah. All right, here I go. First, the curveball. Got it. Yes, I threw it right into your mitt, just as planned. Did it even break? I'm so relieved it actually reached there for a change, except it didn't break at all. All right, next I'll show you my slider. Unlike fastballs, the curveball is all about how the ball slides and catches on the pitcher's fingers. Is he bad at using his wrist in those ways? Here I go. Is that why he avoided pitching these breaking balls until now? Woo! Oh, Terajima. Okay. One thing I gotta say about this page. I wish the background was a little darker. I know I'm being nitpicky here, but the thing is, if it was a little bit darker, it would the contrast would be so much better, and because the pitch itself, the pathway with the pitch, is so beautiful. I really love it. This is what I'm talking about. This gets me really excited for the pitching that we're going to get, the art for the pitching. It's going to look, oh, Terajima, you got me really excited for how the pitching's going to look. The way it broke just now. For the record, I have no control over it whatsoever, and no idea where it'd go either. In that case, it's unusable. What's more, the more desperately he tries to make it break, the lower his elbow drops. No matter what kind of crazy break it might have, if it endangers the stability of his other pitches, I can't allow him to throw it. Were you hiding and watching us, Cap? I wasn't hiding. Of course I'd want to know what the starting pitcher for our next game is up to. Endangers his other pitches? Endangers his other pitches? It's true, I guess, considering how Sawamura Senpai's fastball has that peculiar backspin, that's only possible due to the extreme way he snaps his wrist the moment of releasing the ball. Oh, that background is so nice. I want more background. Here's the thing. I want more backgrounds like this. That's the thing, and that's the thing, art-wise, that's really preventing this, that's really holding this manga back from being the next Haikyuu. It really is. That's one thing that, like, Blue Lock and Moonland have over this manga. It's really frustrating. Because I really want this manga to be the next Haikyuu. I really do. If his elbow drops and his wrist loses that flexibility, the quality of his fastball will also inevitably change. So he avoided throwing it in order to avoid those risks then. You kept saying that until you were blue in the face, so I know already. And I keep telling you all you need to do is not lower your elbow, you know. It lowers on its own anyway. That's why I did some independent research on my own, trying to find a grip that won't affect my fastball in bad ways. Wait, what? Mind if I give it a try now? Yes! Yes! A countermeasure against Amahisa's new pitch. But wait, Samura doing research? This is gonna be good. But as I said, that path that we saw with that pitch, that is giving me hope. That, hope in the pitching art. Oh man, Amahisa, oh god, I can only imagine what Amahisa's pitching art is going to look like. But anyway, chapter 220 is titled Presentation. An inquiring mind will guide you to victory. Here we go. Ichidai Sanko. The cut, oh god, that looks so good. I love this pitching art. The cutter and the changeup, while these two breaking balls are indeed dangerous, looking at his pitching type distribution, there is no doubt that the core of his pitching is fastballs. So it's gonna be all about how we can adjust to them, huh? That's what you think. Samura is changing it up a little bit. We're talking about the guy who managed to snatch the ace number away from none other than Varaya Sadaro. It's possible that he has evolved even further compared to the spring. Yeah! That's why, again, I can't wait to see the pitching art. It is going to be gorgeous. Guess we're lucky to have gotten a chance to see him pitch with our own eyes in the spring once then. Yeah. So, how many runs do you think you could score off of him for me? How many do you want us to score, huh? Out with it. Why are you shouting? We'll score them all for you as a present as per your wishes. Well, I expect a lot from you, seriously. Well, as long as you understand, they're all such nice, honest guys. I'm worried they might get deceived too easily when they get out into the world. Yeah. They're a little too optimistic. Let me see that pitch once more. Okay. Salmora, our residents of Planet Baseball are tough nuts to crack. Better brace yourself. Here's the thing. When they get on that field, I want to see what Planet Baseball looks like. That's what's kind of frustrating me right now with this art. Is I want to see what it looks like. And I'm hoping when we get to bat, when we get to this actual game, that we'll see it. We'll see Planet Baseball. I want it. That's the thing that's been again, that's the thing that frustrates me with this manga is the writing is freaking fantastic, but the art isn't reflecting it at times, and it's really frustrating. Give it a try, you say? You want to test a new pitch now? There's only 2 days left until the game. I know, no need to worry. I may not look it, but I properly take these things into consideration. Is that so? And here I thought you were getting too worked up for your own good again and pushing yourself to do things beyond your ability like in our first game. Okamura, I love you. You don't need to say anything more. Really, just don't. Alright then, first let me ask this. What kind of weapon are you trying to add to your already existing inventory, and what effect do you want to achieve with it? If you have a clear-cut goal you want to achieve in mind, we wouldn't mind cooperating either, you know. Ooh. Okay, I get it. I didn't think a half-baked presentation would fly with you anyway, Cap. That's a prudent attitude. And you'd start gleefully finding faults left and right, too. Well, yeah! That's the face I'm talking about. I fucking love Miyuki. He's my baby. First, regarding the distribution of pitch types in my pitching. This is what I'm talking about. You see this pie chart here? Like, visuals like this is what I'm talking about. It's dominated, by, fastball so heavily, it's not even funny. So look at this. It's completely, unbalanced. That's what Sawamura is saying. So he has the fastballs, like, that take up the majority of the pie chart. And then the next biggest is, biggest is the changeup, then cutter custom, and then splitter, and then seamer, and then other. It is not balanced at all. It really isn't. That's right. Fastballs are your lifeline without any exaggeration. If I can add pitches like the slider and curveball to my repertoire, my pitching freedom will increase quite a bit. Yes, if he can add more, if he can add a little bit more, wait, was slider in there already? No, if he could add a slider and a curveball to his pitching repertoire, then as he said, there will be more freedom, there will be more options, and it will make the batters guess. And it will make it harder for these batters to figure him out. If I can add pitches like the slider and the curveball to my repertoire, my pitching freedom will increase quite a bit. I have yet to improve them to usable levels, though, but I swear I will someday. I did my research on pitches like the slider and splitter with gyrospin through videos and books, but all these things about the axis of the ball, spin rate efficiency, and break variation, it's a pretty tough task for me to grasp them. So, like, the explanations are so long and windy, they make me doze off right away. So I thought, what should I work on improving then? I used this pitch in games already, but it's not quite complete yet. The further improvement and customization of my number 11, the splitter. And there's one other pitch. It varies a lot on a daily it varies a lot on a daily basis. My number 2, the two-seamer. So I want to upgrade these incomplete numbers to full-blown main pitches. That's smart. That is very smart. And it makes me think of what happened in Kengan Omega recently with Raito and Kuroki. Some very wise words. And Kuroki said to Raito, is that I could teach you everything from A to Z, but if you want to go beyond Z, gotta figure it out for yourself. And then there was a moment in the fight where Raito said that I was trying to be too much like my master, and I gotta and I gotta do what I can do now. And basically what Sawamura is saying is that the, oh my god. That, I want to do the slider and curveball. At some point, I'm going to add the slider and curveball. But I can't do this next game. I can't do it. Maybe at the final game he can do it, but this game he knows it's not realistic. So what he's going to do is improve on what he can do now in the short term. I think that's smart. And he is going beyond Z. He's thinking about it. He's figuring out what he could do, which I think is great. Anyway, so I want to upgrade these incomplete numbers to full-blown main pitches, and with just that, my pitching freedom should get a boost compared to what it is now. I see number 7 breaks sharply to the side. Off-speed number 5 throws off the batter's timing, and now in addition to those, he wants to enhance the pitch that has the sinking action. Indeed, if he can stabilize that sinking pitch, sounds good enough. Hooray! understood your goal, Senpai, but can you really control it? That's what I'm going to test now. How many grips do you have in mind that you want to try? Lots and lots, if only in my imagination for now. Some that I want to try copying too. Gotcha, I'm coming over to you. No need to trouble yourself, I will catch for him. Oh, I wanted to show them to you, Cap, after they've been polished a little more. All the more reason to let me handle this. Waha! Next one coming. July 25th, the day before the game. Taito sure is going strong. This first year anyway is the kid brother? Oya got eliminated, eh? Walk off in the 9th. So yeah, Taito, Hudaichi, and this is the game's on the 24th, the East Tokyo Tournament quarterfinals. So Taito destroyed Hudaichi 13-0. And then Neo Gakusha barely beat Oya 4-3. It's Ugamori and Kukisha's game today, right? The reliable senpais come to visit before the decisive game. Alright, so let's get to chapter 221. And I'm sorry that I've been slacking on this manga. I really am. And it's bad that I have been. But anyway. So let's get to chapter 221. A nice surprise before the match. The alumni come to give the team some encouragement. And chapter 221 is titled Discomfort. Are you done with your simulation on how to take down Amahisa? Not really. The more I watch him, the deeper it sinks just how much of a dangerous pitcher he is. The number of walks he gives up has gone down. And the overall impression from his pitching has also changed compared to this spring. How to take advantage of his weak opener before he's on the roll. How not to miss any weak pitches he does throw every once in a while. How to go about attacking without waiting for him to run out of stamina in the final stretch of the game. These are the problems to solve. Also, it's hard to say anything conclusive about that new pitch of his that gave Yakushi so much trouble without seeing it up close from the batter's box. Yeah, I'd want to see it up close too. Yeah, you sure look ready to kill. I'd also add the problem of how to rattle him as much as possible with my legs to the list. Right, in your case, you can mount pressure on the opponent just by being on base. Yeah, I'll sure do my damnedest. Shake them up for all you're worth. What are you being all bashful for? Kuromachi-senpai being that happy? Yeah. So that's Masashi's big brother, huh? The previous captain. Sawamura, the nerves got the better of you in Sawamura, the nerves got the better of you in the first match? Well, I sure goofed up in that game. Don't be too hard on yourself. My first game with the ace number on my back was a mess too. Really? Even for someone like you, Tamba-san? It's the honest truth. I was catching for him, so I know. Want to hear the details? Of course! Please stop. There's Kawakami for Raya and also Kaneda to have your back. So just pitch in the way that's within your ability, and that should be enough. Remember what I said? Remember what I said that and what happened in Kenga and Omega? This was a couple of weeks ago. That actually it was 3 weeks ago that I think Hiroki said that shit. No, it was 2 weeks ago. Where Kuroki was saying that he could teach him everything from A to Z. But to go beyond Z, Raito had to figure it out for himself, and Raito basically said that I gotta think about what I can, I can't think about trying to be cool. I can't be cool like my master. I can't try to do all this shit that I want to do right now that I can't. I have to do, I have to fight within my ability. That's just what this is making me think of. Like when you guys were a great help to me last year. Got it loud and clear, Tamba-san. You don't make uproars in the bullpen anymore, I hope. Takako-senpai, I'll watch out so that I don't, Miyachi-senpai. Come here. Sakai-senpai, you won't believe how much on fire I am now. Like, I'm so burning hot. Right, what happened to Sao? Afternoon, only a short session, 10 pitches, and that's it. Got it. Here we go. Whoa, the coach himself is going to stand in the batter's box. Talk about pressure, but he's not someone to be crushed by that kind of pressure anyway. We'll start with number 4, the four-seamer, low and away. That's what I'm talking about. Terajima, this background right here is what I'm talking about. This is what I want. Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. Much better. Oh, he's got more speed now. Next to the inside. Need more aura there. Need more background there. But first, Terajima, you've got to be more consistent with these backgrounds. And with, I want to see the beauty in the pitches. But I guess Terajima's saving it for the game. But the spin, the speed. He's in good shape. Next, number 7, the cutter custom. Sango has a powerful batting lineup, full of batters with a good batting eye. Not to mention their cleanup crew being left-handers. The question is how much he can throw them off by using the corners and varying the height of his pitches. Ooh. Next, number 5, the changeup, and also the death. Ooh. Our pitching squad is deep, and that has become one of Saito's strengths by now. It's making me think of the New York Mets, because that's just their thing. I suppose there's no choice but to have some more pitch full power from the first on, and for however long he can hold out. All right, 3 pitches left. Also, wording solution. Can we also test the new pitch? Yeah. See, this right here, this contrast right here is nice. I want more of this. I want more. Are you going to the bullpen after this? Yes, for some light pitching. I'm going too. Once I check in what shape my pitches are, I'll call it a day. Your sinker is now your winning shot, right? I'm thinking about learning another sinking pitch besides the forkball too. Oh, something like a two-seamer? Nori-senpai, is there something wrong with your right arm? Ooh, hold on. Let me look at that. Okay. I gotta talk about this real quick. Terajima, I wish you would have done a little bit more with the art for this. I really do. You could have done a little bit more, with this, like just darken the arm where the injury is. That would have been nice. It appears to me that it's been bothering you since yesterday. Yeah, well, it's okay though. It's just started feeling kind of heavy after the game, but it's not like there's pain or anything. Ooh, you see that expression right there, in reaction to the to Nori's statement. We need more of that kind of art, reactionary art like that. It's just because we aren't getting that, and it's very frustrating. So if there's no discomfort when I pitch today, I guess it's really nothing. I see. Nori. Woo! This is looking good. This is the most stable one among the multitude we tried yesterday. Something I've arrived to after mixing all kinds of tricks and advice from various videos. Videos? Can he control the splitter? Yes, he himself says it's a lot easier to control than what he was throwing until now. It's a pitch that Sawamura for and arrived to purely on his own thinking, even amidst all the pressure. Coach! Is something wrong with Nori-san? Apparently he's been feeling some discomfort in his right arm since after the game, and Thomas-san insisted he should get it checked just in case. What's Nori's condition? Alright, so we're at chapter 222. unpleasant surprises the day before the game. What is the result of Kawakami's checkup? And chapter 222 is titled Appeal, and this is the last chapter I'm covering today. It sure is taking them long. Kawakami-senpai went to Higuchi-sensei's clinic, right? Will he be able to play tomorrow, I wonder? They switched to defense. Yeah. He must have pulled something. He's got to have pulled something. Pulled him. He must have pulled a tendon. They switched to defense. Yeah, I'm sure you've already memorized all about their batters. Anyway, so why not stop here? No, just a little longer. I want to watch for a bit longer. It's going to be okay. We'll be getting ready in the bullpen from the first tomorrow. There's no need to try and do everything by yourself. I know, and don't speak to me in such a worried manner. Nori-senpai. Uh-oh. Like I told you over the phone earlier, the possibility of a muscle or tendon damage is high. See, I told you. I said tendon. I think I said muscle too. But if I didn't say muscle, then I feel like shit because I had a feeling it was I think it's more tendon than muscle. Cause muscle, it would hurt so much more. It really would. I think it's gotta be a tendon from when he was pitching. It makes more sense. An X-ray showed no abnormality in the bone, but the doctor recommended taking an MRI for a more thorough checkup. Yeah, it's gotta be a tendon. If you had kept pushing yourself and exacerbating the muscle damage, it might have affected the bone in your elbow and turned into an untreatable condition. Higuchi-sensei explicitly said what a relief it was to see us come to him before it came to that. We should be really grateful to Faraya, who noticed first, and to Tamba, who insisted on a visit to the hospital. It's because Tamba-kun had a similar experience when Chris-kun noticed his elbow injury just in time. He's a boy who always made sure to take proper care. With things as they are, we can't count on him not only for tomorrow's game, but depending on the results of the checkup, also for the final. There is no pain, and the discomfort I feel isn't as bad as it was yesterday. I've spent this whole year solely in preparation for this summer, and I will start getting ready in the bullpen tomorrow, just like always, so please don't tell anyone about this. Kawakami-kun, no, don't do that! Kawakami! Nori, do you understand what you're asking? If you push yourself here, you might end up saddled with some permanent damage. Do you have any idea how much time it could take to make a recovery? And even if you did manage to recover, there's no guarantee whether anywhere you'd be able to pitch the same way as before. College adult life, you'll have all the chances to prove yourself then. No, I'm not like you or the few others, Miyuki. Playing in college or in the adult life, much less going pro. For most people, there's no such option on the table. I don't mind if my baseball career ends with high school, and it's because I think like this that I could give it my all and come this far. Does he not realize this could affect his arm movement too? Like, he could fuck up his arm, period. Because they're saying, because I think they were saying it's like in his, it's probably like from here down. It's starting from the elbow down. If it means I can end the summer with no regrets, then I don't mind breaking down here. Please, sir, please allow me to pitch. And based on what it looks like, image-wise, it might be the same injury that Chris had. Please. Don't do it. That would be irresponsible of you as a coach to do that. We've done all we could. As for the rest, I believe the god dwelling in bats will look over us. Great speech, great speech, Hoshida boy. All right, last but not least, Amahisa boy, I'm counting on you for something riling, as a closing statement. Way to make it harder for me. I'm just a half-asser who ran away from here, in my first year. But you guys, you stuck it out all the way through. Something must be wrong with you if you ask me. You guys are so stupidly serious all the time. And such sore losers, it's not even funny. And also so damn cool I can't even. I want to see you guys at Koshin. And want the whole damn country, learn just how awesome you are. Just 2 more to go. Let's go to nationals. You got it. The opponents are at their best. Saito's, Katakoka, on the other hand, is pressed for a difficult decision. So, we're getting a week break. So, no chapter next week. I'm going to put Miyuki down for a second because I want to read the injuries that Chris has from the Diamond No Ace Wiki, because I want you guys to understand, because based on what we saw in this chapter and chapter 221, because it was compared to Chris. Or no, was it here? Or was it just chapter 221? Hold on. Yeah, it was chapter 200, and there's the image of Chris right there. Because it says here in the wiki, I'm going to read this. Due to invisible pressure he has to bear as a famous baseball player's son, and as a famous catcher, his body began to crumble by repeatedly hiding his shoulder injury. Although injuries are something every sportsman has to deal with, the trainers did not realize his injury until it was too late. He tore his scapularis tendon, as well as that of his pronator quadratus, which is near the shoulder and wrist. Hence, Chris cannot throw. And he then had to go through careful exercises under, his father's instruction. And the thing is, Tamba, reason why Tamba had that reaction like he did is because Tamba did not want to see Nori go through the same thing that Chris did. He didn't want to make the same mistake. And it was a good thing Faraya noticed that. And basically when Nori described the symptoms that he was going through, Tamba remembered what Chris said. He was like, "Oh shit, I remember this. I know what this is. I ain't gonna let this happen again." And remember how hard he was pitching during the last game. So, and he said this was hurting him since the last game, and Nori was under a lot of pressure, similar to like what I said. Chris was under a lot of pressure. He was under a lot of pressure, again, similar to Nori, for different reasons, obviously. So I looked at the subscapularis tendon tears and the pronator the flexor pronator tears. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. The shit. What was it? Fuck. The pronator fucking A. The pronator quadratus tear in pitchers. And based on what I saw, and based on what we saw in chapter 221 in particular, it seems, because where the pain was in Nori, it looked like from the elbow down, and where the pain was in more of the forearm, and where the pronator quadratus is near the wrist. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a pronator at least a pronator quadratus tear. And maybe a pronator, maybe it might be a pronator teres as well. And maybe even another thing it could be is a hold on a second. There could be one other thing that it could be. I'm sorry this video is long, but I want to make sure I give you the right analysis. The other thing it could be, and it based on what I'm looking at from this sports doctor named Dr. David Gear, and he's an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist in South Carolina. This is it sounds like Nori has a flexor pronator strain, because the pain is not like so the way Nori was describing the pain, it wasn't like holy shit, like on a scale of 1 to 10, like holy shit, or 10's like holy shit pain and 1 is like no pain at all. It wasn't like holy shit pain. So I'm gonna read this real quick because this will make a little bit of sense. So a flexor pronator strain of the elbow, which is what they said where the source of this injury was in the more like in the elbow, is a common source of pain in the elbows of pitchers. The pain is located on the medial side of the elbow, the inside of the elbow closest to the body. And there are many causes of pain on the medial side of the elbow in pitchers and other throwing and overhead athletes, such as, golfer's elbow, or ulnar neuritis, or ulnar nerve compression, and ulnar collateral ligament injuries. So therefore the diagnosis of this injury can be difficult. So what a flexor pronator strain is, this is signs and symptoms of this, is a flexor pronator strain can either result from an acute event or can develop as a result of overuse. So a pitcher who has an acute flexor pronator strain will remember a specific throw where he felt a sharp pain on the medial side of the elbow, and his pain will usually be located just past the bony prominence of the inside of his elbow, and he often will have pain flexing the wrist or pronating the forearm, which is what we saw in chapter 221. So let's see. So this is what it says in regarding to diagnosis and diagnosis of it. Evaluation by sports medicine physician. Physician is important soon after the injury to try and determine the correct diagnosis quickly. X-rays are usually normal with this injury. In high-level athletes, an MRI is often ordered to ensure that the pain is not coming from an underlying injury to ulnar collateral injury known as the Tommy John injury. And most of the time, a flexor pronator strain. So let's look at this real quick with the ulnar collateral injury, because that might be it as well. But but the thing is here's the thing. It says most of the time a flexor pronator strain is treated with rest from pitching for several weeks to give the tendons time to heal. And to me, that's what it feels like, based on what this article says. It really seems like it's a flexor pronator strain or a tear. That's what and it sounds like more of a strain than a tear. And the thing is if the thing is if he doesn't stop, then if Nori doesn't rest, like Dr. Gear said, then it's my guess is it's probably not. It's not gonna help. Obviously, it's gonna get worse. But anyway, but now let's see. But anyway, let me give you my thoughts on the chapter as a whole. But yeah, it's got to be the pronator quadratus or the pronator. Oh shit, I had it. Or the pronator. God damn it. The pronator or the flexor pronator. It's gotta be that one of those, or maybe it's both, but it's definitely not it definitely does not involve the shoulder. So shoulder is definitely not involved based on what we saw. Anyway, now let's get to my thoughts on the art overall and what needs to be improved on going into and what I want to see art-wise going into the semifinals. And this is why I think Terajima is taking the week off. Going into the semifinals and based on this art has been very hit or miss. It's not consistent. There's been some moments in the art where it's just like, holy shit, this is what I've been looking for. This is what I want from this manga. And it's just very frustrating because it's just like, Terajima, I want you to utilize the panels more. This is what I want. Especially with some of the pitching art, it looks freaking amazing, and it gets me hyped because I know that we're gonna get. I know that there's there's potential that we're gonna get some incredible pitching art, especially since this pitcher's duel is going to be fucking amazing. So I'm really holding out that we're gonna get a beautiful, beautiful pitching art. The other thing that I'm really hoping is going to happen is obviously utilization of the panels themselves, like backgrounds and stuff. Especially in terms of expressing emotions, because that's another thing that's lacking. It's really holding back this manga, because something that, like, say, D. Gray Man Hollow does really well is it really does a great job utilizing the panels to express emotions, and it makes it more powerful. And the semifinals, and hell, even the finals, Terajima needs to go out. Seriously, we need to see Terajima just go balls to the walls with this art. Because the writing is just fine. I don't have any qualms with this writing. I don't. The problem is the art is just not living up to this writing. It's the same thing that I have a problem with Moonland sometimes. Is that Moonland, the writing is fucking awesome. It's just the art just doesn't live up to it sometimes. But then there's moments in Moonland, unlike Diamond O Ace, where the art is just so perfect. What Yamagishi does with that metaphorical art is just incredible. It is so freaking powerful. And it really frustrates me that Terajima can't give us that. Or not can't. I think Terajima can. There's potential. But doesn't give us that. But anyway, I'm really, really hoping that Terajima is going to use this time to go balls to the walls, because we saw what happened when Morikawa did that with Hajime no Ippo. When oh my god, when Morikawa took that week off, holy shit. But seriously, Terajima, go look at what Murata has been doing in One Punch Man. Look how incredible that art is. And fucking step your shit up, god damn it. Because baseball sucks right now. We need good baseball art. We need you to step up your shit. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think the injury is for Nori? Do you agree with me that it's gotta have something to do with the pronator tendons, or pronator muscle, or wording slow shit. The pronator muscles. I thought it would be more of a tendon tear, but based on what we saw, what Chris had, it sounds to me like it's more of a muscle thing than anything else. But do you think that, and what do you think of Sawamura's new pitch? And what do you think about Sawamura's logic in focusing on the pitches that he knows now and improving them? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigan Sync if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Diamond No Ace content. There's a few ways you could do that. You can donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!